Hello everybody, my name is Lara and welcome to, let's discuss the Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer. So this was announced a while ago. I didn't do a reaction to the initial teaser because I knew it was going to be like a teaser, nothing super substantial. I didn't really think they would reveal anything about the movie aside from the fact that it's coming out, so I didn't do anything discussion with that, though I did have a lot of thoughts even before it was announced because it was like leaked ahead of time. It was rumored for a while, but yeah, today we're gonna do a reaction discussion in respect to the Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer. Like, first of all, okay, so I'm gonna switch to this just to kind of like get in the mood, just have something on the screen. So Super Mario Galaxy, should I give my thoughts on like what I thought of like the previous movie and stuff? I probably should. I also want to preface all of this by saying I recorded like a big sort of discussion video about the current state of Nintendo, my contentions with them as a company, and I recorded that like months ago, like over a month ago I think, and I still haven't finished editing it. It's not like super well scripted or anything. It's not scripted at all. It's just kind of me off the cuff kind of going over various things about Nintendo that I just don't like as a longtime Nintendo fan. I know there's a lot of like the fandom is like really divided and heated over a lot of things, and I'm someone who's like kind of in the middle, but I'm leaning more towards like I'm not buying into Switch 2. I still haven't bought a Switch 2, and I've been waiting for Nintendo to give me a reason to want to buy Switch 2. And so far, all the reasons they've given me are points against any justification of me needing to buy a Switch 2 or even wanting to buy into that ecosystem, like the price jumps, other like kind of gross business practices and just stuff going on in the company. It's really hard because the truth is, like, I love Nintendo. Like, I basically grew up on Nintendo. I didn't have a lot of other consoles when I was younger, like from other companies. I had a PS2. I got that like when I was like 15. And down like I got a PSP just for Birth by Sleep, and I didn't do anything else with that. Basically, Kingdom Hearts was like the one franchise like outside of Nintendo that I really kept up with, that I was like buying systems for back when they were more affordable and you could get them using it, things like that. But I've been with Nintendo for a long time, and I've played or have basically every Nintendo console since the NES, Game Boy, like other things, the Wii. The Wii was probably my favorite generation, and it's tied for me between the Wii and the GameCube. Like, it was just such like a crazy time to be a Nintendo fan. There were so many just stellar games coming out around that time. And as a kid, I'd say my favorite game was tied between like Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy, and the original Paper Mario for the N64. It jumped around quite a bit. As my taste kind of changed and evolved, I started to crave deeper stories as I got older. But I was still like really into the world building and all that stuff in the original Paper Mario games. But Mario Galaxy was always like super important to me because of the story and the atmosphere that it had. And I want to say it wasn't like the deepest, story. Basically all that there was story-wise. Aside from Mario needing to save Peach and the sort of just epic anime confrontations between Mario and Bowser, it was so unlike anything that we had seen at the time. It just felt so big and epic, like on a grand scale, like something a frontier Mario has never gone on before. But yeah, I will say the heart, I think, of Mario Galaxy 1 at least was Rosalina and Rosalina's story, and it's kind of crazy to think how a lot of that almost didn't make it in. And I think like everything about like Miyamoto's role in the Mario series and kind of being quote anti-story, I think, can I do quotations? Anti-story, I think that's blown out of proportion. I don't think it's totally unfounded, I think he has a preference for kind of streamlining the experience, but I don't think he's necessarily anti-story, because a lot of his games are founded on like a very basic story premise, and he's obviously has an interest in making films now. That's something he said he's his main focus. He's kind of stepping away from the games to focus on the films, and I think that's like a totally valid thing for him to want to do. Sorry, not to get off topic, but it's kind of anxious to think like when Miyamoto will eventually retire. Like that'll be like a big thing whenever it happens. But for now, he's kind of stepped away from games and is just kind of moving as like into an advisory role, I guess, for the films, which is pretty interesting. Sorry, cycling back to what I was saying. That story, Rosalina's story almost didn't make it into Mario Galaxy, but Koizumi like really pushed for it. He had like a book made and illustrated. I forget if it's like illustrated as it appears in the game or just like it was just like concept illustrated. I don't remember, but it was presented to Miyamoto, and Miyamoto's like, wow, you did this? I'm like impressed. Okay, you know what, I like this, we can put it in the game. Supposedly it was going to be even longer, but it was kind of like refined and cut down. But like that entire story, like Rosalina kind of leaving the planet as a little girl, going into space, making a family with the Lumas, the big reveal that at least her mother is dead. I don't think we learn anything about her father, but that her mother is like sleeping under the tree in the hill in front of the castle. That got to me as a kid. That really did. It was like a really moving story, and of course the music elevated the entire thing. And there's just also the character of Rosalina. It's kind of, sorry, my mouth tracking glitched out there. Did you see that? The character of Rosalina as well, like just very interesting, somber character. The entire tone of the first game is incredible. It just feels so, it's like the universe feels so big, and not only do you feel small, but you also feel like you're kind of being drawn into like someone else's story with Rosalina, even though it doesn't have a big effect on the plot necessarily. It's just kind of like the backdrop for everything. And it's so interesting. Like there's so many Mario games that introduce a character like Rosalina, and like especially in the Paper Mario games, but just, you know, in Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, some of the newer games, and almost all of them are kind of tossed aside the moment that game or that series of games is kind of run its course. You don't really see them as playable characters. You don't see them making appearance in other games. With the big exception to that rule for the longest time has been Wario and Waluigi as characters that were kind of created, not even by Nintendo in the case of Waluigi, by like another team, but Waluigi as well as Wario were kind of brought into the fold as staple Mario characters. And it was so cool and also crazy that Rosalina was a new character being brought into the fold so quickly. It's like she was in Mario Kart Wii. I said Mario Kart Galaxy. Mario Kart Wii. Basically instantly, like you beat Mario Galaxy, and as a reward you unlock her in Mario Kart Wii. That was always such a cool little surprise that I really liked as a kid. And then like the surprise of 3D World, like it was like speculation, like, oh, Rosalina's Observatory can be seen in the art, the extended artwork for 3D World. Does that mean Rosalina is in the game and maybe even playable? But of course we were like, no, that'd be crazy. That was around the time Peach was made playable again, which was really cool. But we were like still wanting Daisy. Like Daisy was already like a mainstay character, but still hadn't been playable. And then for Rosalina to be like the secret unlockable character, that was really special. That was a really special thing. And it's why I'm really frustrated that Rosalina isn't unlockable in Mario Wonder unless you get the Switch 2 version, that's really mean to me, Nintendo. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? My like most favorite Mario character, probably. I don't know how I would rank it, but Rosalina is definitely up there. And you're gatekeeping her like this from me. That's not very nice. And yeah, the recent releases of Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 is like Nintendo obviously showing interest, and like you can we could talk about like the quality of them as remasters, but like and also the price. My gosh. But the fact that they're doing it, and the fact that they're also making a movie is I think it says a lot about the reverence that the Galaxy games now have, and especially Rosalina as a character. Like she's appeared in basically Mario Kart Wii was like the first sort of, oh wow, she's a character, but basically every game after that she's been very prevalent, and I think it's because the team as well as the fan base fell in love with the character so much. And it's kind of sad that we haven't seen more done, like Galaxy 2, in terms of like Rosalina's story. That was a big disappointment, that it was like she wasn't involved, and then she just kind of shows up at the end and you can talk to her, but like there's nothing really involved. She's not involved with the story. And actually Mario Galaxy 2 in general is not involved with anything that happens in Galaxy 1. It's so weird. It's like a paradox. It's and it does feel like it was streamlined. It's like I would say it's a better game on a technical perspective, but narratively and tonally I feel like it lost a lot. That's a whole but my point was like Nintendo brings back these games and also bring back an amiibo as well, like a new Rosalina amiibo, like super ultra deluxe. Reading the storybook, it isn't even just like a basic Rosalina just kind of pose, like pirouette or whatever. It's just kind of Rosalina reading a book, the storybook, and that's cool. That it's like that moment is like so important. They're like, we want to make an amiibo out of this moment. That's really cool. And I am, like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna buy into the Switch 2 ecosystem. I'm sticking with Switch 1 for now. But I am interested in that amiibo. Not for the functionality, because God knows amiibos never deliver on functionality. Just as like a figure, it's pretty deluxe, pretty expansive, but I really want it more than any other amiibo. I never got the Smash amiibo, Rosalina Smash amiibo, because they were sold out for a long time. They came back, but I always thought like, it could be better. Could be a better amiibo. And now we got this one, but it's like double the price. But it's also like double the size. So I don't know. I'm deliberating. I'm probably gonna get that. Yeah, sorry, that was like a tangent. But I did want to kind of give a background on my thoughts on the series going in, because I don't think, this is a new channel. People don't really know me, so I kind of want to give a background on my thoughts and tastes, stuff like that, respect to Galaxy. Oh, I should also say about the movie, the original movie, what I thought about the original Mario movie. I'm one of the people that is kind of critical of the original Mario movie, and I get that it wasn't trying to do anything super deluxe, adherent to all the things I would want out of a Mario movie. But I still am someone who's like, I was in love with Paper Mario, I was in love with Sunshine and Galaxy, and there's all these little bits of world building, however sparse they may be in the world of Mario. They do exist, and some, especially in Paper Mario, are quite strong. And to see how vanilla the Mario movie turned out, I was really disappointed, especially because like there's a character named Chantrell in the Super Mario movie, and it's not Chantrell like pop diva, the singer, the vocalist from the Club 64 bar. Like, how cool would that have been to like have a scene in Club 64 with pop diva Chantrell? Like, how cool would that have been? But no, it's just like a random toad named Chantrell. Are all the toads named after mushrooms? I really like the formula in Paper Mario where every toad's name ended with T, like the abbreviation for toad. Like Taste T is the chef, Mint T is the gardener toad. Just little cute things like that. I wish the movie did more. No toads worse. First of all, like if you couldn't, okay, I understand. We haven't been really doing anything with Paper Mario, so I'm not like super surprised that it didn't make an appearance, but I was hoping at least we would see, sign of something emblematic of like the first Mario Party. There were like toads with different designs in that game, and Toadsworth was a key figure, like an important character in the Mario franchise. He was playable in Mario Kart Double Dash, and I think in DS, I don't remember. And he's just kind of disappeared ever since the Wii era. He's never returned, and it's so sad because you have a character in the movie who resembles him and has like a deep voice and wears glasses, but isn't Toadsworth? Why? Like, how hard would it have been? He's even in concept art, by the way, for the film. But he doesn't make an appearance, and that's just really sad. And also just like a lot of other contrivances, like the Luma is like a character that's prominent in the first movie. And the whole time, I'm wondering, what are they going to do with this Luma? Like, what is the point of this Luma? It's just kind of being a goofball, and it's a cute character. But what is it doing in the movie? And my expectation, my thought was, oh, I know what they're doing. They're going to set this up where in the final climax, the Luma is going to sacrifice itself because it's talking about wanting to die the entire time. It feels like they're setting up the Luma going through a transformation and being reborn. What did I think the Luma was going to be reborn as? Rainbow Road, and that would explain Rainbow Road canonically, or at least, like, you know, within the film. And I think that would have been a cool sort of explanation. Like, why is there a giant rainbow road in Mario Kart? Or just like in the world of Mario. Like, this would have been the perfect explanation. Like, the Luma sacrifices itself to help get the heroes to Bowser or something. And nope. The Luma just kind of like that's just his motif, his thing is he wants to die, no point. Story-wise. And Rainbow Road is just kind of there. Never explained. It's just behind Donkey Kong Country, or whatever you want to call it. Donkey Kong Land. It's just a Rainbow Road that's there. So freaking weird. So many weird little story decisions like that throughout the entire film, where it's just like, you could have explained this in a way that, not just in like a lore sense, but just like in a narratively coherent sense. It would feel all more tied together, and a lot of it just kind of felt like elements that were thrown together without really thought. It's just like, oh, we have to make a reference to this, we have to make a reference to that, and it doesn't go anywhere. And I want to clarify, I don't think the film is bad. I think it's perfectly passable. There's a lot of jokes in it that I just think don't land. I'm not even that bothered by let's talk about the casting. I'm not even bothered by the casting as much. I think Mario, like Chris Pratt as Mario, is weird. I don't totally hate it. I grew up on the original cartoon. So what is the particle effects in my face? And they're not supposed to be right in my face. That's weird. So I'm used to Mario like having like a voice that isn't Charles Martinet. I think Charlie Day as Luigi knocked it out of the park. I was really pleased with his performance. Peach, I don't remember the voice, the actor's name for Peach. I don't think she really did anything spectacular with Peach, but also I don't know. I wonder if I would have liked it more if I liked Peach as a character in the film. I don't like Peach as a character in the film because she's not Peach. She's this other person. She's this skinwalker inhabiting Peach's body. Like, I don't know if I want to get into it now. I almost want to do a video on an entire video on my thoughts on the original film, but Peach, the original Mario movie, she doesn't act like Peach. Like, Peach in the series especially is characterized very well in Paper Mario, that Peach is someone who always sees the good in everyone, in the good in people. And even in Bowser, like, she does not like Bowser in Paper Mario. I want to make that clear. She's like very bothered that Bowser's always kidnapping her, and it's like, you know, says things to him like when he's being mean, when he's kidnapping her, obviously. But when Bowser shows vulnerability, she does seem to care, because she's just that kind of person. She's very empathetic, and Super Paper Mario especially, I think, characterized Bowser and Peach's relationship very interestingly. You see them kind of butt heads, but Peach really does care for Bowser, and Bowser, of course, does care for Peach, even if it is a bit superficially. Like, Bowser's not a great person, he is a villain, but, you know, they join forces in that game, and, like, I think at one point she even calls Bowser sweet, which is just really nice. I don't know, to me, that will always be Peach, is someone who always sees the good in people, is always, not a super judgmental person. Like, I think the one time she's super, like, judgmental that I can remember is she hates the wedding dress in Super Paper Mario. She's like, who picked out this dress? It's awful. Which I think is very funny. But I don't know, in the movie she's just really mean to everybody. Mario, first of all, just She's like kind of mean to Mario, dismissive of him, basically the whole time until like towards the end, and even then, she never really has this moment where she like completely puts her faith in him, I think. I haven't seen it in a while, so maybe I'm wrong, but I never felt like satisfied with her characterization. In respect to like how she was treating Mario, and then in respect to Bowser. The reason she says she won't marry Bowser, this is what really got under my skin, is she said she would never marry him because he's a monster. If she specifically went out of her way to characterize it's because of all the bad things he's done, because Bowser does a lot of bad things in the film, like really dark things in it. But she doesn't say, I don't like you because of all these bad things. She, from the beginning, assumes he's a monster and asserts he's a monster and rejects him because he's a monster. And it feels kind of like she's rejecting him based on his appearance, not so much the fact of like the quality of his character. Just that like he is like, she sees him as like something intrinsically, like there's just something intrinsically monstrous about him beyond just like his character. And I don't know, like I don't know if that's like how everyone else read it, but that's how it felt to me. It just felt like a really mean dig. And I know like Bowser is a villain, you know, and it's also like it's just a movie, it's a cartoon. But like I care about these characterizations a lot, and I just didn't like how unempathetic Peach was in the film. The one solid moment she has is when she stands up to Bowser head on. You know, when she pulls out the lance, that's really cool. She just basically walks up to the castle to defend all the Toad. That was cool. But like aside from that moment, I don't really like it. Sorry to go on a Peach rant, but like Peach was also one of my favorite characters, and so that seeing her represented that way, I didn't like. And I hope they kind of fix that with the new films. Who else? Bowser? I liked Bowser's portrayal. I thought Jack Black did really good. I loved the animation. Stellar. Some of the best animation I've ever seen on a character. I love how they articulate his mouth. It looks really good. It also feels like Jack Black's beard. You just kind of see Bowser's big jaw as an extension of Jack Black's big beard. I thought that was good. Kamek, I don't remember who voices Kamek, but I thought their portrayal was stellar, impeccable, no notes. I loved every second Kamek was on screen. He's just kind of like a slimy little guy. Like the way he talks, like with his hands, he's like, "Behold, the king of the Koopas." Like I just love every little bit, everything he does. Him flirting with Bowser a bit was weird. Like I don't know, like what is the role of Kamek? Where they're playing piano, or when they're dressing up as Peach, like. Like, is it still like a father figure in this universe, or is he just, I don't know. It's interesting. I still love his portrayal. Who else was there? There was also Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I don't know. I'm still not sure how I feel. It wasn't like a bad portrayal. I thought it's like, if it wasn't Seth Rogen, would I have liked the portrayal more? I don't know, because it's, you know, it's Seth Rogen. It's kind of like a controversial person. I don't know. Is there anything else about them? Oh, I didn't like the pop songs. There was a lot of original score that was cut from the film, and then they forced in these pop songs, and they don't work. I'm sorry. I'm going to the movie for Mario. I'm not going to the movie for pop songs, unless it's an original pop song written and it's like for the Mario universe. Like, you know that one pop song that was written for the theme parks? I liked that song. I was surprised they didn't use it for the credits, because it's a good song. Okay, so with that, before we go in, I should probably say what I would like to see from this. Aside from what I've already mentioned, like improvements to the characters. For Mario, I'm surprised also, I should say, in respect to like the fact that they announced it as Galaxy. I'm surprised it is Galaxy. I was expecting them to go into Mario 3 or Mario Sunshine even. Some people would be like, why would they do that? I don't know. I think as a movie, it just lends itself to like a fun premise. You know, like everyone going on vacation. Like they're tired of Bowser's bullshit, so they all go on vacation. And then Bowser comes back anyway. You know, it was always a funny premise. I was like wondering, like, is Daisy gonna appear in the films? I feel like Daisy is like a slam dunk. Like Daisy's for sure gonna appear in one of the films. They're gonna do Sazerland. 100%. Does that mean they're gonna do like the whole plot line with the aliens? Probably not. It would be cool if they did. But yeah, that's another, like, tying it back into what I was saying before about Peach. That's one reason I didn't like Peach so much. It didn't feel like Peach. It almost felt like Daisy. Like, Daisy is someone who, like, we don't get a ton of characterization, unfortunately, because she doesn't make a prominent appearance in, like, games with story. But what is there is, like, really, I don't know if ostentatious is the right word, just very, like, she's very out there, she's very bold, she tells people what she thinks. That's just kind of the character she is. Kind of like, I like the sort of Lola Bunny coded she is, you know, like the Looney Tunes show, all the animations people do, taking the sound bites from the show and like animating Daisy over them. I think it really fits. The character, I think that actor, I forget who that voice actor is, that's who I would cast as Daisy, and that's exactly how I would portray Daisy. A little ditzy, but also like, just like you never know. She's just a ball in unpredictability, and she's bold. That's what I would do. But because they're doing Galaxy, I don't think they're gonna do Daisy. So for sure they're gonna do Rosalina, and that's interesting because it's like, how are they gonna characterize Rosalina? Is she gonna be the same sort of melancholic, somber character as we see in Galaxy? Is she gonna be a bit more, I don't know, she's very motherly character, so maybe they will lean more into that quality of her being sort of a nurturing, motherly character, more of a warm character, if that makes sense, more kind. Yeah, so I don't know, I'm very interested. I did get spoiled. She is for sure, I know she's in the movie. I saw like, some images that she's for sure makes appearance in the trailer, so that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else I expect from I don't know, like how closely they're gonna follow the games. That is what I'm very curious about. We know nothing until I watch this trailer. Like, we don't know anything about how closely it mirrors the games. Is it just gonna be like, oh, Bowser got out and he wants to rule the galaxy? Or is a force gonna come from beyond the galaxy that's going to free Bowser, or going to just try to take over the galaxy, like, all on its own? I don't know. There are a lot of cool things they could pull from. Will they pull from existing Mario characters? Like, we don't have a ton of villains. Count Bleck is one, but it's like, if they ever did that, I expect they would fully go into Super Paper Mario, and I don't expect them to ever go into Paper Mario, unfortunately. Could they do aliens like Mario Land, but it's like, it's alien? I don't know. Like, it's in Galaxy, but it's like they're taking whatever the alien's name is from Mario Land. Don't know. Very interesting. Do you think we'll see other, like, do you think we'll see other Nintendo Worlds? Do you think we'll see Samus? Mario RPG? We'll see Samus, we'll see Link. Smash Brothers. Do you think they'll set up like sort of a Smash Brothers thing? They had a Smash Brothers reference in the first movie with the Yoshi Stampede. I think that's all. I think that's all I can think to guess. What do I expect? I don't know. I know Rosalina's in it. That's it. Waifu Rosalina. That's all I need to know. That's all we need to know. Okay, so how long we've been going? 30 minutes. Haven't even seen it yet. Just talking theories. Do you think I don't know. It's like, what if you just think they're gonna bring stuff from Mario 64 in? That'd be cool. We see King Babam in the first movie. I don't know. Like, what do you think they could bring in? Who knows at this point? Who knows? Should I rewatch the original? Not really. It doesn't really show anything aside from the butterfly. Kirby lore? No. Okay, so this is a direct. So how this will work? I'll probably have to, like, because it's Universal Pictures, I'll probably have to put something on the screen, you know, to obscure. We'll see. I'll see what other people are doing, and if it's like if it's like copyright bullshit, I'm gonna censor the screen and mute the video. But other than that, okay, here we go. See, I knew last direct, I predicted that this was the Mario movie. It's just, you look at the lighting. There's something about that sky is very the Mario movie. Hold on, can I dance?
Hello,
Wow!
everyone. I'm
It's
Shigeru
you!
Miyamoto from Nintendo. Today, I'd like to show you the first trailer for the
Surrogate
second
father?
Mario movie, the Super Mario Galaxy movie. This time, Mario will embark on a journey into space. When we announced the movie title this past September,
Yeah, I just want to say it's so absurd. The idea of like, what do we do with Mario now? Send him to space. It's such a funny jump the shark thing, but it works. It weirdly works. It weirdly works. Mario in space. It sounds absurd. Like Mario is like, I mean, already Mario's an absurd premise, but Mario being like a plumber that just kind of goes around adventuring, it's so absurd that you can just put him anywhere and it works.
it was well received by
And that's
many
always been so
people from
fascinating.
around the world. Thank
Oh,
you
should I
to
put on
everyone who's
subtitles?
looking
I'm sorry.
forward to this movie, just as you did for the previous one. Now let's hear some remarks.
Yeah, I don't know.
by
I'm
Chris
weirdly
San
looking forward to this one
Illumination, who's
more
producing the movie
because they can do something different, hopefully. Whereas the original
Thank
movie
you,
was
Miyamoto-san.
kind of like,
At
whatever.
this moment, our team of artists at Illumination are just weeks away from completing animation. Their work
ooh,
is
we're gonna
stunning,
get Mario
and we
Galaxy
can't wait
Orchestra
to
music.
share
I just
it all
realized,
with
but in
you. Working side
like a
by side with
movie.
Nintendo,
That's
we
cool.
are bringing an
That was already
incredible
cool in the
range of
first.
characters to the big screen.
I'm talking over him
Many
because it's
for the
just
first
like
time.
glazing the
From
movie. It's just
iconic favorites
we're
to
so
deep
happy.
cuts that longtime fans will recognize.
Me, CEO Corporation, is so happy to work with all your characters.
Of the
Funny.
team's outstanding work.
Thank you, Chris San.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if
Thank
he's
you
like a
all
bad
for waiting.
CEO, but he's a
Let's
CEO.
press the start button.
We're just going into it?
Okay.
No.
Thank you all for waiting.
Can I
Let's
finger
press
wave?
the start button.
Nuh-uh. There's a bit of lag with my hand trap. The animation looks great. This is so interesting. He's an artist? He's an artist? You're telling me that Junior and Bowser, that's also another thing that's supposedly leaked, is Junior might be in the film. From a box of cookies, by the way. He's like an artist, just like Junior's an artist. That's cool. Wait, no. I want to absorb this. By the way, it looks immaculate, by the way. The animation, it looks fantastic. Are we gonna see Egad if Junior shows up?
Hey, big guy!
That's great.
You wanted to see us?
Don't move. I'll
Oh,
be
that's gonna be
right
for sale.
up. Sipping the soup, cleaning the paint. Boodle-doo, boodle-doo.
This is a good, I like this premise. I like, he's like a tiny guy still, but they like gave him a little playhouse.
Hey, big guy!
Oh,
You wanted to see us?
don't move. I'll be right up.
That's
Cleaning the paint. Boodle-doo, boodle-doo. And also trim the bonsai bush. Here we go. Hey, Luigi. What's up, Mario? Behold, I made a
He likes Luigi,
masterpiece
that's
for
great.
Princess Peach. What do you think?
That's awesome.
Colors.
It's trash.
He's actually amazing.
Dare you look at my masterpiece and say that? I'll burn the skin off your
No!
bones. Wow. Sorry about that. That's the old Bowser talking. Still working through my demons, I suppose. Anyway, I need my 8 hours or else I really turn into a monster.
That was good. Ooh, comment? Oh gosh. Sonic Frontiers? Wow, they just, okay. That's cool. Hey, it's a water planet! Ooh, Toasterina! We did see it in the previous movie, didn't we? We saw it on like a sticker? Like on a suitcase or something. So that's cool, they're bringing Toasterina. Okay, like, hold on. hold on. We're gonna go frame by frame for this. So this is Mario and Luigi. Is this still Mario and Luigi, or are these I assume they're just gonna do, if they're gonna do anything, they're gonna do Shy Guys or discusherins. But how cool would it be if they brought back what do they call it? The thieves from Paper Mario. Those were always my favorite. They look like they have the what do you call this? The shawl? I don't remember. A shawl, I think. That's cool. So there's the carts are like still a prominent. Sorry, I keep rewinding, but it's like the carts are still a prominent feature of the film. That's cool. That's interesting. Toaster Mina, Ninjas. Wow.
I'm Bowser Jr.
I'm sorry. The Prowler? What was that? That was the Prowler. Wow. Do you hear that? That was just stock footage of the Prowler. Very interesting. So are they retconning EGAD? What's this? Or are they gonna like bring in EGAD later? I want to see the brush. Sorry, I just want to see it. Also, was that a casino? What? That would look like a casino. Okay, so either that was Waluigi, that was like Waluigi like casino, or King Boo. King Boo had a casino in Sunshine. If they bring back that, that'd be awesome. That looks good. Ooh, I love everything. So, oh, he's not gonna be Shadow Mario though. He's just gonna be his version from.
I'm Bowser
That's cool.
Jr. And I'm gonna be taking my father now.
Interesting. Who's voicing Bowser Jr.? Who's voicing Bowser Jr.? I thought they changed the logo for a second. It's you! That?
Princess Rosalina, you're coming with me.
Yes! Yes! Murder him. Smash. Yes. That was like a smash move, right? Yes. That was cool. I'm sorry. I gotta go back. It's like ferroconnect fluid. That's so cool. That's such an interesting twist. Where did you come from? I like her design. It looks a lot like that leak that everyone was like, that's AI. And maybe it was. Like maybe the Mario movie just has such a distinct sort of style. That was AI, but I don't know. I really like the design.
Coming with me.
I'm really curious about the characterization. I mean, I'm glad she's a badass. I want to say that. Glad she's badass. That's really cool. Awesome. So is Bowser in Mega League, or is it Junior in Mega League? It's probably Junior. So I guess Bowser Jr. is the villain of this
How
movie?
was that? When it comes to Super Mario Galaxy, we can't talk about it without mentioning Rosalina.
Yes.
What key do you think she holds in this story? And standing in our hero's way is Bowser Jr. He takes the
Yeah, are they
place
gonna
of Bowser,
reboot the
who
universe?
ate a
Are they
mini
gonna
mushroom and shrank at the end of the last movie? Okay, Chris-san, let's announce the new cast members.
In addition to our returning cast who we announced in the last direct, we are
Sorry, I'm just
thrilled
reeling
to share
from all of that.
two
That was
talented
awesome.
individuals who will be voicing Rosalina.
That looked like everything I could want. I mean, I thought that about the first Mario movie trailer.
Let's
Somewhat.
introduce our cosmic protector.
So I am wondering, like,
Once
yay!
upon a time,
It's a
there was a
baby one.
brave and
It's a baby
once upon a
one.
time,
It's a baby
there was a
one.
brave and noble princess named Peach.
Yeah, okay, so who are you related to? Are they changing the lore for the movie? Is she not from another dimension? Another universe? That is the implication. Like, a lot of people shit on that one game theory, but, like, if you read the content of, like, the book, it's very implied that she is from an... And also just the content of the game. Like, literally, a new universe is made at the end of Mario Galaxy. It is basically, like, officially implied that she is from another universe, but also like the future of another universe where she was the daughter of Luigi, I think like specific. It's also interesting because you also get a postcard, like if you do 100% with Luigi, you get a postcard of her and Luigi like together. And I don't know, to me that implies that like it's like kind of like she got a picture with her dad from another universe. I don't know, I always thought that was cool. If not, it's just like a weird coincidence that she like is the daughter of someone who married a princess, and that person that married the princess wears green or has a mustache. I forget if it's like if he wears green. For sure her like brother wears green. Also, where's her brother in all this? She has a brother, doesn't she? That's never talked about. But like we see like she talks about his mustache, I think, at one point in the book. So it's like, is that going to come up? She's from like by the way, Luigi, I'm your daughter from another dimension. I think that would be very cute if like they confirm that. But also it's like this relationship where she's basically the same age, but also like there's this sort of maternal relationship between them. I don't know, I think that could be kind of cute. I think that would be cute. Also, look at these. These are so many different colors that we've never seen before. It's very interesting. I will say it does feel like it clashes with the aesthetic of the observatory. Like that was like there was a lot of muted colors, very sort of like yellows. No, there was a few blue lumas, but they were like specifically for pole stars. Yellow, white. I guess there is the one Lumo that's black, but I don't know. There's like, it's usually like matches with like sort of Rosalina's like core color scheme, and this is kind of, I don't know. It's interesting. I like how there's like all these pillows. They have like these astral things on them. Old tiny lamp. Yeah, I'm wondering if they're gonna go into the story, the lore about how she built the observatory. If they're gonna show that. If they don't, I'll be disappointed, because it would be so awesome to like talk about how like she lost her mother and everything. She found this new family, but then also she kind of finds her family again because Luigi's like her father from like basically another dimension. I don't know. I think that would be cute. Are they gonna do that? No, I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but like, I just hope they do something with her beyond her just being badass. Cause that's cool, but I want her story. The story's the best part about her whole character. Ooh, is her crown different? It's silver still. I thought it was gold for a second.
Once upon a time, there was a brave and noble prince.
I feel like I recognize that voice. Did they say who was voicing Rosie? It's so interesting. They're showing more of the movie, by the way. They did that, and then they're still showing more movie.
Once upon a time, there was a brave and noble princess named Peach.
I want to hear the story about the plumbers. Ooh.
We did that one last night.
Plumber.
Okay.
Rosalina is being
No
brought to the
lore,
big screen
no Peach
by
lore. I guess we
Academy
already got
Award
Peach
winner
lore.
and Nintendo superfan Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
And now, a villain with galactic ambition.
From the ashes of his father's defeat rises a new conqueror. The Bowser name shall be feared once more.
They gave him real eyes.
The role of Bowser
That's so
Jr.
interesting
is
and
being
weird.
played by-
They gave him... Is he also played by Jack Black? That's what I was like hoping. I was like half hoping it was Jack Black, and then hoping it was also like they just get a really good actor, like another actor, even like a child actor if it's like a good actor. Because I don't know, like Bowser Jr. has always been like a really cute character. If they're doing just Jack Black again, I don't know. That's funny. It's kind of like the Jim Carrey thing in Sonic, the Sonic 3, where there's 2 Jim Carreys.
And now,
like it's a funny premise, but also it's like we got robbed of potentially another great actor.
Of his father's defeat rises a new conqueror. The Bowser name.
That's just a Jack Black how he said that.
the role of Bowser Jr. is being played by...
Whoa! Chris-san, if anyone's gonna be announcing Bowser Jr., it's gotta be his papa.
The floor is all yours.
I appreciate that,
Is it Bowser Jr.? Is it not?
Hello, Nintendo Direct. We have royalty in our midst. He is the heir to the Koopa throne, a rowdy little vandal, an uncut
He looks
gem.
uncomfortable.
He's Benny
Trying to point
Safdie.
And I know
Oh,
he'll make
I
his
was
papa
fooled.
proud.
I have to
Sounded a lot like
I am
Jack
so
Black.
excited that Galaxy is going to be the inspiration for this movie. Everyone knows it's the best video game of all times.
Chris seems genuinely
My boys, when I told
scared.
them I was going to be in Galaxy, they were like, "No way, it's going to be Galaxy!" I'm like, "Yeah, it's going to be Galaxy!" And you know, if my boys are saying that, there's kids all over the world saying that. How special is this title? I can't wait for everyone all over the world to experience the sheer creative magnitude of the characters, worlds, and sweet, sweet score of this film. Chris, can I please be the one who throws back to Miyamoto-san?
Like I could stop you?
You couldn't. Back to you, Miyamoto-san!
I'm back. That's great. I'm looking forward to seeing Bowser.
I feel
this
like
time as
everyone
well,
is like
Jack-san.
just terrified
Thank you,
of
Jack-san
Jack
and
Black. Like his
Chris-san.
energy
Please
is just
look
so
forward to Brie
like we
Larson
all
as
love
the
Jack Black,
elegant
but imagine
Rosalina
being in the
and Benny
room with
Safdie
Jack
as
Black.
the mischievous Bowser Jr.
So much energy.
You can find the latest info about the Super Mario Galaxy movie on the
I'm just worried he
Smart Device app,
could
Nintendo
tackle
Today.
you at any
so we
moment.
hope you'll check that out. And while you're checking Nintendo Today, you can also watch the Pikmin Close to You videos if you haven't yet. Okay, that's all for now. Please wait just a bit longer until the movie's release next spring. See you later.
Oh yeah, the Pikmin Close to You where they were like taking down people's videos because they were using 2 Arlo recipes. Okay, that was okay. Hold on, we're gonna go back. Hey, I was trying to. Yeah. So that was the trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I liked it. I think that was really good. I'm genuinely interested in investing. It looks good. It looks a lot better than the original. They're doing some fun things. Like they have Mega Leg in there. It's interesting. Either Bowser Jr. is like in Mega Leg or controlling Mega Leg remotely. That's interesting. I do hope we have other like villain characters. Like it looks like we might get King Boo with the roulette. It just looks like the one from Sunshine. Also, but there's also like a bunch of ninjas. So I'm like, why ninjas? Why ninjas in the? Are they just going to a planet? And it's like a gambling planet. Like I don't understand what they're doing. Like are we gonna get the big mole character from Galaxy? Are we gonna get the big queen bee? Are they gonna get the bee power up? That would be funny. I don't know. It's like there's so much they could do, but also I don't expect them to take the most like they're not gonna do what I would do, but they're probably still gonna do something creative. Even if it doesn't go as far as I would like it to, they're still gonna do cool things. And so I'm excited. I'm excited for the movie. Yeah. Did we see Peach like really at all in that whole thing? We see Peach like right there. There's Falcon. Yeah, that is the roulette time. What do you call it? Like when the stars fall in Sonic Frontiers? That is what's happening. Are these Lumas or are these Starbits? I'm gonna assume they're Starbits. Yeah, we can see them falling really close to the foreground. Interesting. So I'm guessing this is a Luma, perhaps even the Luma that wanted to die. I mean, it's a different color. That's the thing that bothers me. It's like normally the Lumas are like the color of the thing they turn into, but now all the Lumas are a bunch of different colors. So maybe this is the Luma and he turned into a launch star. Where are they going? Yeah, here's the interesting thing. Yeah, I just noticed this about this whole trailer. We don't see Mario in space the entire time. Mario right here seems to be on Tostarena. And Tostarena was a place mentioned in the other film. So I'm guessing this is still on the Mushroom Planet. So it looks like Mario and Luigi are going to find something. And Peach and Toad are going to space. That's interesting. I wonder if people are going to be upset about that, because it's like, wait, you're telling me it's the Mario Galaxy movie and Mario doesn't go to space. I imagine they'll get to space in the end, but it's like interesting that Mario is not going to space at first. It looks like just Peach is going to space. Yeah, this place. What is this? It's so interesting. What is that? This looks like one of those guys from 3D Land. The wall-ups or whatever they're called. Ninjas. Yeah, there's slot machines. Yeah, this looks like a gambling planet. This is literally that planet from, is it Last Jedi? Is it Last Jedi? The planet that's a complete waste of time. They go there and they don't do anything meaningful. But it's like that's what this looks like, except it's really cool because it's like the walls. You go up the walls. This looks like King. I bet this is where this looks like King Boo's thing. It'd be so cool if she fought King Boo. That'd be cool. And then the ferrokinetic fluid is really cool. Again, are we retconning EGAD out of the picture? That's another character that's like been gone forever. Like oh, sorry. Whoop. Unless you consider Luigi's Mansion 3, that's like the one time he came back. Otherwise, he hasn't been in any spin-offs or anything. It's been really disappointing because he was one of my favorite characters. Basically, any character that was like in a game with the slightest bit of story was like, oh, I like you because you actually have a characterization within the world. So that's makes me like you more.
I'm Bowser Jr.
That's so cool. The way they animated his mouth too. Like, look at that. It's like painterly, but also it's like 2D, so it's like kind of running at like how many frames is that? 12.
And I'm gonna be.
It looks like it might be 12. It could be less. 12 frames a second.
Now.
That's cool. That's really cool. That's a really cool way of doing it. And we have Star Wars. Oh, you see Rosalina's observatory right here.
You're coming with.
And where is she standing in front of? This is not. Hold on, guys. This is not Peach's place. There's palm trees. Do you think she went to go see Daisy? Is that a flower? I don't know. Where is she? Look at that. There's like carvings. Where is she? Where is she? I mean, there are stars. Or is this supposed to be the castle where, you know, the castle in her story? Are they like, okay, this is a separate place? Why is it so small? It looks more like a government building. But it has stars, so it's clearly related to her in some way. And there's a tree. Is it the tree? I don't know.
Princess Rosalina.
This sounds like King Koopa, by the way.
You're coming with me.
It sounds really like King Koopa. Yeesh, we do get a show. I wish. How do you go frame by frame on YouTube? I don't know. Control shift. I don't know. Geesh, we don't get any. We don't get any. Okay, here we go. Here we go. That is a different building. This is a building style different than the Mushroom Kingdom. This is a completely different building style. I'm getting the impression this isn't the Mushroom Kingdom, which is kind of a big deal. That's another building. It's very similar to the one she was just at. Where is this? Is this the home planet? But the home planet was small. If this is the home planet, this is like a different this is a complete reimagining of the home planet. Wow, it looks good. Looks good. Brie Larson. Do we like Brie Larson? Who's Brie Larson? Oh, I think Brie Larson was why can't I remember Captain Marvel? Captain Marvel. A lot of people really hated on Captain Marvel. I mean, I don't think it's a great film. I think people hate on it too much. But it's just like, I don't know. There's a lot of other films that aren't, you know, I don't know. People just kind of hated it because people are misogynists.
Ambition.
From the ashes of his father's defeat rises.
They gave him real eyeballs. I don't like that. But also, if he had I don't know, if he had kind of like the soulless black eyes, I guess that would also be kind of creepy, fully animated like this. I don't know. I almost wish they gave him white irises or whatever you call the white part of your eye. The texture work is good. Yeah, he looks like he's in Mega Leg right now. It's interesting. So he's not going to be in the clown car. He's going to be like in the, presumably in other things. I do like that he looks like he's maybe an inventor. This is very similar. I used to draw like Mario comics when I was younger. Not like published them really, but like I drew them for me, I guess. And I always drew Bowser Jr. as like he had like inside the clown car and other things he piloted. He like had all these buttons and controls and things. Because I always thought like he came off as sort of like a inventor, an engineer, like just a very cobble together something to destroy Mario. I always liked that sort of idea. I mean, it was somewhat like prevalent in the games. Mario Galaxy, he always kind of has an invention, and it's like I just kind of assume he built them. So I mean, he could have like had other people build them for him, but I always like the idea that he's just kind of like he's a resourceful little guy.
The ashes of his father's defeat rise.
And he also just completely idolizes his father. I think that's also great characterization. And he even has a little joystick. I did that too on all his little vehicles. He had like these joysticks.
Is a new conqueror.
Gamer. Hey, that's is that what is it, like the Nintendo arcade controller? I did that on.
Bowser name shall be feared once more.
Bowser name. He doesn't say Koopa. Shame. Koopa name. Do you think Bowser has a full name? Does Bowser have is Bowser's last name Koopa? I don't know. I always thought it was weird they moved away from Koopa. It's because he's still called Koopa in Japan. It's weird that they move away from. But yeah. Yep. I like it. I think I'm excited. I want to keep my hopes quelled a bit because, you know, I did love the first film, and so maybe this film will have a lot of the hiccups the first one had, where it's like, oh, they didn't do the most with this idea, or like, You know, I didn't really love Donkey Kong. Like it was kind of shoved in at midway through the film, and I didn't really care for Donkey Kong. Also Yoshi. We didn't see Yoshi this entire time. They didn't announce the voice of Yoshi. We have renders of Yoshi, but we don't even have Yoshi appear in this entire trailer. That is so interesting. Not even as like a little Easter egg. Oh, I'm so happy they put Rosalina in the movie. I'm so happy we get Rosalina in a movie. Sounds like Koopa. That's a grand star. You see that? That's a grand star. What is this supposed to represent? Is this supposed to be the birth of the universe? Or is it just like a sun? Is it just symbols? Am I looking too deep into this? But it's like, that's a grand star. It's a grand star. Also, like, look at the little details. They just made everything look just better.
Coming with me.
I love her so much. They also gave her wand extra sparkles. Just so it's extra sparkles. That was cool. I think they saw the Sonic, they looked at Sonic 3 and also Sonic 2, and they're like, we need to play ball. We need to go harder. More nukes. We need more nukes. More giant mega lasers. Yeah. Okay, I should stop. I'm gonna do this forever. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm sure we're gonna get another trailer, give us a better look at the movie. We'll probably get Yoshi revealed. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can say that I haven't already said. Just that I'm excited. So let me know what you guys think. If you're excited, what you're excited about, what you thought of the first movie, what you would like to see in the second movie. Yeah, based off what I've seen, I don't think there's anything like I just kind of want to see where it goes. I just want to see what they do. It would be cool if we brought back like some more obscure characters and enemies. If we have more than one villain, because if it's just Bowser Jr., it's like that'd be a bit disappointing. I want to see like, I don't know, what if we have the Top Mans? Remember the Top Man? I don't know. Maybe we'll get Boom Boom. I don't know who really cares about Boom Boom. I don't really care, but I don't know. They could maybe do something funny with it. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you thought of the movie, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.